it is your final week of the weekly brand kits. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you have stumbled across this video some other way, then great news for you. You can go to the link below and sign up, and you get to start from week 1. And you will get in your inbox each week a little set of styled stock photos and some great information on how you can use those in building your brand. In today's video, again, I'm talking about cropping. I really didn't plan on talking about cropping 3 weeks in a row, but it's just such a useful tool to get the most bang for your buck with stock images. So we are talking about headers because headers have such a long rectangle shape, which is not how most images are shot. It can be a little bit tricky cropping it for Facebook headers or website headers. So say we want to make a new Facebook cover photo. Well, you first can go to the bonus, if you got that last week, to see what size we need it to be. And we need it to be 828 pixels by 315. So we'll set up our crop to 828 pixels by 315. Now, if I do that, then I'm going to have this gigantic keyboard all across my photo, and I don't want the keyboard to be that big. I don't want it to take up the entire photo, but I like this photo. So one way that you could get around that with some images, if they don't have a whole lot of other elements in it, you can just drag your crop box out across the edges. It's still going to keep the same size that we need. Except that. And now I have this white space on each side. But what I'm going to do is lasso this confetti, and this works as long as the background is a color or has something like confetti or a marble or something that you can duplicate. Now, if this was filled up with different things like pins and flowers and random desk objects, that probably wouldn't be the best image. But I'm just going to select a random area with my lasso tool and make a copy. Drag it over here, and then just duplicate that. I held down the Alt or the Option key and just clicked it and dragged. And as you can see, I'm getting some funky edges, but that's okay because you're going to go back in with the eraser. You want to make sure that the hardness is brought down really low, and you're just going to start erasing some of the edges. And go back to the other copy, do that, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll just get a new area. You can do Command J, is another way to just make a copy really quick. Where did it go? You need to make sure that when you are making your additional copies, you have the background selected again, not one of your new layers. Make a copy, Command J, I can hit V to get my arrow tool back as a shortcut. Again, hold Alt and drag, and go back with the eraser. And if you didn't want the pins, you could just leave that. Erase this so you're not covering up the keyboard and these other elements that you might want to bring back in. And then my pins are still showing up a little bit, so I'm going to do a new copy. So now you have a header wide enough to be your Facebook cover photo.